Hello, I'm Priscilla Archangel, and my leadership insight for you today is asking better questions leads to better answers. Has it ever occurred to you that the quality of the answers you receive is dependent on the quality of the questions that you ask? I met with a leadership team recently and asked them a set of questions about their business. Now, going into the meeting, it appeared as if they knew many of the answers. But by the time we finished the meeting, it was clear that they saw value in spending more time discussing and determining their plan of action. Taking the time to dig into the original questions opened the door to underlying issues that needed to be addressed. We live in a culture where we value having the right answers to questions. But are we asking the right questions? And are you looking at the symptoms or the underlying drivers? Are you willing to invest time into improving the quality of your questions? Because only then can you improve the quality of your answers. A great question addresses the core of the issue. It makes the hearer pause and think deeply because it taps into a place they may not have even thought about. Asking great questions can empower others. It can encourage innovation as they challenge conventional responses to questions. It can model curiosity to continue learning and development. It can enable people to become resourceful in finding solutions to problems. It can demonstrate concern for others' well being. It challenges our assumptions and our personal biases. Answers to complex and important questions take time. But leaders and teams can benefit from taking their time to make sure that they're answering the right questions. Because quick answers come from a place of knowing, but thoughtful questions and their responses come from a place of learning. Now, we all have an opportunity to increase our capacity to ask better questions. We accomplish this by becoming more self aware of our words and our responses to others. Take the time to understand the behaviors and situations occurring around us, along with the goals and objectives of the organization. Here are several steps to focus on. Number one, ask one more thoughtful question each day. As you reflect on your conversations during the day, when could you have asked a question that encouraged deeper thinking? Number two, answer a question with a question. Now, your colleagues may hate it because we've been taught not to do that, but this transfers the power of the answer to the other person and gives them an opportunity to learn. Number three, read an article on a topic that you're trying to learn more about. What assumptions are embedded in it that may translate to questions? Because sometimes the most basic inquiry about an assumption is the most significant one. Number four, ask why 5 times. Now, you've likely heard this before, but how often do you do it? This forces you to take the time to really dig into an issue to uncover your own biases. Number five, in a discussion, listen for what you do and don't hear. Then ask a question about important things that aren't being discussed but should be. Number six, when faced with answers you don't like, just meditate on that response and ask yourself why. You may discover more about yourself and what motivates you and what decisions you need to make next. We're in an increasingly uncertain and volatile world where we'll have fewer answers and the number of questions will increase. We need to improve our ability to know the right questions to ask, to prioritize the most powerful ones, to know the right timing for each, and to be okay when answers are not readily available. Ultimately, as we improve the quality of our questions, we'll improve the quality of our answers. Thanks for listening.